with me. But let me tell you, Shorty, this ain't where you want to be. Watching my nieces grow up and their friends, I would often reflect on my teenage years and remembering how low self-esteem and lack of confidence would, a lot of times hinder the things that I wanted to do. It was quite debilitating, actually. And so I'm watching them, and when I began to notice that they were picking up those same patterns, wanting to do things but didn't have the courage to do so, I knew immediately that I needed to intervene. I needed to come up with some type of strategy or program to help them so they are not repeating the cycle.
One thing that stands out to me that I personally have experienced some of my very firsts along with these young people, like going on a cruise. When we went on the cruise, that was my very first time. So not only has this program impacted the lives of young people, it has also impacted my life. I think that Ms. Oakley is doing an awesome job. She's a phenomenal woman, and I'm truly blessed and honored to be a part of such a wonderful, life-altering program.
So right here, many people hear the name Unwrapping the Gift, and I've been asked often, what exactly is Unwrapping the Gift? Well, Unwrapping the Gift is a interpersonal skills building program where we seek to empower teens to become their best them. We teach them about positive self-confidence, positive self-esteem, perception, in the hopes that it will heighten their self-values and their aspirations. We have been in operation since 2012, and we have served well over 160 kids. Through this program, we help kids to realize that they have a God-given gift. And so the name Unwrapping the Gift was given to me, I feel, through the unction of the Holy Spirit. That is the foundation of everything that we do. At Unwrapping the Gift, we believe that within every teen is an undiscovered gift. It is both powerful and it is designed individually just for them. It is like if you go out and buy a gift for someone, and for whatever reason, once we get that gift, we buy the gift because it's tailor-made for the individual in which we are purchasing it for. Once we buy that gift, we then take tissue paper to disguise that gift. We wrap the gift up, we put it in a gift box, and we present it to the person that's going to receive the gift. We remove the price tag because we don't even want the individual to know what the gift is worth. Well, my job here at Unwrapping the Gift is to teach these teens that there's a gift that is underneath the tissue papers of life. Many of our teens today are not able to even see their gift or their full potential because it's covered by what we call the tissue papers of life.
I am strong, not in the way how much I lift, but because I'm not afraid to ask for help when I'm in need. I am talented because I can rap and I'm willing to do that at any time. I'm humble because I don't put myself above anyone else, and I'm unique because there's no one. There's no one just like me.
Those tissue papers may consist of low self-esteem, poor self-perception. Many of our kids have gone through abuse. They have been molested, neglected, bullied, been abandoned. So as you can see, once all those tissue papers layer on top of the gift, it becomes almost impossible for them to recognize the gift worth and their value. What we do here at the program is that we help these kids to discover their gift by removing the tissue papers one at a time. We do that by focusing on 5 core values. Those core values is community involvement, character building, cultural intelligence, confidence, and commitment. We feel that if we can get those kids to get involved in all 5 of those areas, then we will be able to help them to master all the things that they've went through. Okay, so I have a question. So if you were going to write a book, anybody, quickly, what would the title of your book be that would describe your life?
Action.
We are an at-risk program, but when I I say at risk, I'm sure that what comes to your mind is that we have a lot of kids with high behaviors or conduct disorders, or that's just out of control. But that is not what I designed the program to be. When I say at risk, I'm just thinking we are at risk when there's the possibility of living a less than life of what you desire. And from dust to diamond, okay, all right. Less than life is because the absence of maybe motivation or support or financial stability. And so at some given point in time, I think that we are all at risk for being at risk, that nobody totally lives their best life every day. So when you hear that term as it relates to the youth that I work with, they're not behavioral kids. They're just kids that may have one deficit or another. And so my job is to help motivate them to recognize that they may go on and be able to live their best life. Parents will come up to me and ask, well, when are you going to start something for the young men? My daughter's in this program, but I also need help with my son. And so from there, we birthed out a brother program to this program called He Matters. And He Matters is just what it says. It's just letting the male know that they matter in society and that we focus on the matters of the young male. And so it's pretty much run simultaneously the way that this program does. We meet once a week, again, separately from the young ladies. From time to time, we do have group interaction where both programs come together, but primarily we meet separately, and we're just training these young men to be the best men that they can be.
Good evening, gentlemen. How y'all doing today? Good. Let me ask y'all a question. How many here y'all think y'all young men? Think you're a man? You do? Okay, all right, then tell me, what are some of the aspects of being a man?
I think it means like you being a provider, and also like showing no emotion, because like you know how you dealing with haters and stuff, like people that like always gonna put you down or something, like show no emotion to them. But like, yeah, that's my perspective.
You were saying showing no emotions, but it's all right for a man to show emotions. You're human, you got feelings like everybody else. If you want to cry, it's right to cry. That's part of being a man also. So it's all right to cry.
And we have male volunteers from our community that come in weekly, volunteer their time, and help talk with the guys about things that maybe a mother or myself are not able to talk to them with. Sometimes it takes another man to train a man to be a man.
I think what it takes to be a man is hard working.
So my perspective of a man is you have to be strong, bold, and you have to support your family.
And one of the things that you have to do when you're in this program is that you have to have some volunteer experience. It does several things, but for me, the primary focus is to get the kid involved if we're going to be building self-esteem and confidence. And then it also helps to build their resumes. It helps with college readiness, because many kids, without coming through the program, they're probably just in the house week after week. But we have our kids to volunteer within the community, at homeless shelters, feeding, doing food drives. We have done working the voter polls, volunteering at the hospital. Whenever there's an event, we try to get our kids outside of that. So that helps with the community involvement.
My name is Alexis Bass, and I'm a product of Unrappin The Gift and living proof that Miss Tanya knows what she is doing. Before Unwrapping the Gift, I was very shy, I was very reserved and, to myself. But now I'm more outgoing. I'm not so afraid to speak to people that I don't know, not afraid to speak up, not afraid to say how I feel. Like Unwrapping the Gift really started the transition for me, and I'm slowly transitioning, slowly but surely, transitioning into the woman that I'm supposed to be. And it started off with Unwrapping the Gift.
My name is Dominique Brody. I'm currently a junior at UNC Chapel Hill, and I was a part of He Matters during my sophomore and junior years of high school. He Matters was extremely impactful for me because I was able to learn real-life skills like how to communicate, how to have healthy relationships, and how to tie a tie, as well as how to interview and other professional development skills like how to get into college, tips to be successful in college, and a plethora of other things. I was also inspired by the male role models that were part of the program because growing up I didn't have a lot of male role models, particularly ones that were black. So being able to see them be successful and give back to their community inspired me to continue towards my own success and to give back to my community in my future.
I've seen so many rainy days. That's how I know that I'll be.
And so there was a year where we produced 2 CDs. These kids could sing. They had written their own music, and then it was recorded. And then we were able to sell CDs, which goes into our entrepreneur training. Not only did they do that, we have created a t-shirt business where they were taught how to design t-shirts and do layouts, and then we were able to actually print the t-shirts and sell them. We have also created, and these are throughout the years, we have created a teen event planning business where the teens were hired to either be ushers or to serve as waiters in different venues that other people were having. We also would go in and decorate some of these venues, and we would get paid for it. And so that was a way that the kids were able to earn money. And so what we basically try to do is to present something for all kids, because we realize that four-year university, colleges, formal education is not going to be the end result of all of our children. So what I try to do is just give a plethora of things that they can choose from that would reach each child.
My gift is unwrapped.
My gift is unwrapped.
My gift is unwrapped.
My gift is unwrapped.
Since unwrapping the gift, the difference in myself is that I am now more confident and I am learning to put my emotions in perspective.
Excellence meant to me before I started UCG was just barely getting something done. And what it means now is to go over and beyond.
My gift is unwrapped.
My gift is unwrapped. My gift is unwrapped.
Each year we have our Mother to Daughter Ball. It is an annual formal event which encompasses the children and their parents, their moms, to come, and we have a sit-down dinner. There's live entertainment, mostly put on by the children. The parents get an opportunity to just spend time with their daughters, to see what their kids have learned throughout the year. I'm so excited that in 2018, we added the dads to this event. The kids did put on a fashion show to show off the designs that they had created. But in that scene, we did a daddy-daughter scene where the dads actually serenaded their daughters with a dance and with flowers, and it was just a wonderful event. So not only, again, do we try to build the team, but we also build the family.
My gift is unwrapped.
My gift is unwrapped.